Hi, this is Coralla at CorallaFicklin.com or WelcomeNetwork.com, and welcome is spelled WYLCOME network.com. And when you come in, you'll see all the different sites that we have under Welcome Network. We have minimumpair.com, idiomaticexpressions.com, pedians.com, istudyguys.com, istudycards.com. Just come in. We have maybe about 20-25 different .coms. We also have subdomain names, and you can go in and look at all the things we have available in English. And in English, we have a lot of categories. We have idiomatic expressions. We have metaphoric expressions, contrasting American versus non-American English, American English versus British English, suffixes, prefixes, roots. Come in, you'll see everything is available. We have cards, we have study guides, we have videos, we have audio, and you can download anything, whether you're talking about the cards or the guides or any of my writings, and everything is for free. Today, what I would like to talk about is a project that I had. I made my own project. No one gave it to me or anything. It was a project that I did. It took me about, I don't know, maybe it took me about, well, it's ever going. I mean, I'm still working on it. Not as much as I did before. I worked on it almost exclusively for about 2 years. But I'm still working on it every so often when I find expressions. And that is, I'm taking the body, everything about the body, whether you're talking about the hair, the nose, the eyes, the lips, the teeth, the tongue, okay, the hands, the feet, and trying to find expressions, proverbs, sayings, anything, synonyms, anything about the body, and try to put it all in one book. And more or less, I guess I say, rough copy-wise, I'm finished, at least in certain areas of the body. And one area of the body that I found a lot, but I mean a lot of information, is the head. The head. And I guess that's obvious, right? Because the head is one of the most important parts of the body. I found a lot of information on the head, a lot of information on the back, quite a bit of information, and this is one of the internal organs, which is rather rare, because usually the internal organs you don't find that much information. But on the heart, which once again, I guess that's not so strange, since the heart has all these different meanings, and one meaning is feelings, right? Quite a bit of information on the hands. But also the eyes had quite a bit. The lips had, no, not that much. The mouth had quite a bit. Okay. The stomach, not a lot, but there was enough. Okay. On the head, I have more than 500 pages. Would you believe it? Now, it's obvious, I'm not just talking about American English. When I'm talking about the head now, I'm talking about what does the head mean in all different versions of the English language. And one of the things that's very interesting is just looking at all the different definitions of the head. I'm just going to give you some, okay? And I think for about 2 or 3 of these videos, I'm just going to talk about different parts of the body. I might talk about only the head, depending on how much I get done here, or I'll talk about other parts of the body. But the head, now of course there's the literal meaning of the head, which is the skull, okay? But the head also has slang. There's slang, which means the head. the dome, the noodle, the belfry. Upstairs, like you said, she's not doing too well upstairs. When you're saying she's not doing too well upstairs, that means everything in her head doesn't work very well. Okay. Other expressions, no, other synonyms, that means the head, would be the bone top, the cabeza, which is Spanish, the can, the crow's nest. In British English they say the bonnet, B-O-N-N-E-T, headquarters, the knob, the noodle, the old bean, the billiard, the addict, the belfry. Some of these expressions I use, some of these expressions I don't use. Okay, the peanut, the pumpkin, the think box, the think tank, the tomato, the top end. Okay, but the head also has, if you're speaking about the head metaphorically, okay, what the head does, or what we imagine metaphorically the head does. Some definitions would be, some synonyms would be intellect, because the head is associated with the mind, with thinking. So intellect, mind, wit, wisdom, memory, imagination. That's what the head is associated with. And in English, and I'm just going to read this, and when I'm looking over here, like where I'm looking now, I'm looking at the website that you can go into and you can see all this information, or you can download the book. And there's a book that just deals, it's a book called The Treasure Trove of Information, Treasure Trove of Language, and the Treasure Trove is expressions about the body. And I have them divided, and I have one section only dealing with the head. Okay, so I'm going to just read here. The head is often contrasted with the heart because the heart is considered the seat of emotions, right? While the head is seen as the seat of intellect, imagination, memory. So a lot of times someone will say is, my head tells me no, but my heart tells me yes. That is logically, rationally, I shouldn't do something, but the way I feel towards something, the feeling part, the emotional part, tells me I should do it. Okay. A slang for the head when you're talking about the intellect, when you're talking about the mind, slang is called the gray matter. And the gray matter is what they call the brain. Okay, now head also is used metaphorically to mean authority, command, leadership. Alright, now let me tell you how I have this broken down so you'll understand. First I have the word head. Then I looked at when did the word come into the language. Head is a very, very, very old word in the English language. It came into the English language, and I'm looking over here because I just want to make sure, but I know it came into the language prior to 900. Okay, it came into the language prior to 900. I went back too far. Okay, prior to 900. Then what I look at is the etymology of the word head. Where did the word head come from? From where did it come? And different languages that have the word similar to head. And if you look at it, and if you go to any very, very good dictionary, you'll see that the majority of the languages that have words that look like head, it's Frisian, Saxon, Old High German, Old Norse, Middle Dutch, Dutch, Danish, German. Now it's funny because Norwegian has it, but they have it when it means both head, because it's called H-O-D-E, and when it's called leader, L-E-D-E-R. Okay, I've got to go because my time is up. Coralla at corallafficklin.com.